I feel really lucky to have grown up here. Childhood was filled with really beautiful experiences by the ocean or in the river or in native bush, and nature never felt very far away. And I think that I took it for granted and assumed that it would always be there and it would always be healthy and thriving. And now I realise that isn't the case, that there's a responsibility there. And so when I look to the future of environmental management, I hope that we have a governance system in place that's more equal. And I hope that our legislation and policies reflect an attitude of care and respect for the natural world in the same way that it cares for us and looks after us. And I hope that that care is embedded not only into our legislation and our systems and institutions, but also into our everyday actions. The way that we treat not only the land that we're on right now and the planet at large, but also one another.
I've recently taken a waka here to New Zealand, to Aotearoa, and my story and connection to this whenua is through Moana, my love of the ocean, my feeling that it is home to me. And since it's home, and since it's in constant movement and motion, I continue to be in motion as well, moving to different lands, experiencing different cultures and peoples, and truly seeing what it is to be human on this planet, and having a really intimate understanding of connection. Seeing that instead of looking at policies and governance that ask for a call for restriction of particular people from entering or leaving countries or provinces, for me, those solutions to the future mean to have transportation, but for it to be zero emission, for it to have the smallest carbon footprint possible on the planet. Because I'm also aware that even as we imagine the future and continue to create for it through policy and through innovation, that we also have to think about those who are queer, who are disabled, who might be houseless, the landscapes. What do our cities, what does the whenua look like, the moana look like, in terms of allowing them to have access to those spaces as well. The particular innovation I think too that will come out of New Zealand in the future is using geothermal energy as part of one of these renewable or green energies, and having indigenous-led movements, indigenous-led innovations that the Maori people, both here and abroad, will be at the forefront of the creation of these policies, these governance, these zero-emission technologies. And lastly, that the animals and the trees and the birds and the marine life, that they all have a say to, that we figure out a way in which to expand our communication beyond just humans and include them in the conversations and in the governance of how the future looks for all of us.